the mirror called out to me.
Oh no.
A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
Alright, and I go down the stairs. Ah, I see. Okay. So I can ring the bell. Ring the bell. Unless that's not the point. Unless the point is to create like a pile of meat somewhere. Oh. Ring the bell maybe further away. Yeah. Boy, oh boy. Seemed like a pretty smart idea. I see. Man, you gotta be quick in this game. I think I get it now. There's a piece of meat. He goes over there. I ring bell. While he's eating. Right. That's right. Okay. Don't hold it there. Cool. I thought I would have had to do that. Oops.
Let me guess. You escaped with only a flesh wound.
Oh. Okay. So I gotta do that again? Oh. What is it? Alright. Now there's a B. X. A. Oh my god. Holy cow. Oh god. And Y. I hit Y. It didn't do anything.
I guess you could.
Okay. Oh. Why all of a sudden mattresses? I never understood that either. Wow. Oh, this place is really cool. Oops. I was eating. Alright. Whoosh.
With a magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become.
Cool.
In that split second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences.
Going for the bell. Went for the bell. Whoosh. Seemed the most logical. That seemed to be what got his attention to begin with.
My hands were shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope, but with the last of my strength, I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I guess I
King
left the
Edward
dragon
was
down
so
there
proud
instead of
that he
killing
took
him.
his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there is so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim, sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures. All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. How did you know shooting the bell would distract him?
Over the years, I realized that the dragon was not the despicable, hideous beast Daventry had made him out to be. He was just a caged animal that was very hungry. I, too, would be violently angry if I could only eat when my neglectful owner rang the bell. I know it was a sneaky trick, but I certainly wasn't going to set a dragon loose on the town or participate in any more abuse.
You really thought that through, Grandpa. I would have tricked them too. Back home, they call me Gwendolyn the Smarty Pants.
You come from a long line of logically minded nobles, and one very clever dentist.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
Aww. I don't wanna.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
Slice of magic fruit. Ooh. Interesting. What are you doing, Gwendolyn? Or what am I going to end up having to do with you? Oh. It's just his brother. That was cool.
Well, hello, cousin.
Guards!
I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
Got here as fast as we could. And I like Grandpa's stories, especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes, the legendary beast he outsmarted with its own dinner bell. I don't know if he forgets that I've heard that story before, or if he just doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen. I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left. Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to win, and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory. The courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope, no junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
Oh, wow. Next morning, I assume? Maybe? Yeah, it looks like it.
Come in, Gwendolyn. You can set those on the nightstand.
He's taking like
I'm
1,000
all set to
fucking
take 3
potions.
spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me. Now, let's talk about far more important issues, like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well, I signed up, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of...
A deft maneuver. An act of kindness, even in victory. A quick-witted distraction. Man, hearing that he tells jokes to the maids constantly, but he does have a kindness about him.
Treating my opponents with respect. You'll be surprised what opens up to you. A lovely fellow once told me the fastest way to anyone's heart is through their stomach. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story. One I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I'd seen a dragon. It's a tale about a tournament that changed my life.
Help wanted.
It is a long story, but I shall tell it briefly.
Help wanted. Only the best need apply.
Well, Triumph, this looks as good a place as any to camp for the night. Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow.
Wow. What is up with the giant rabbit? Is that how he loses? Oh, I'm dead. Oh, there's no control. Oh, yep. Minimize damage. There's no minimizing that.
After gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I welcomed the sight of an actual road,
Gracefully.
the first sign of civilization. Daventry was just a few miles to the east. I'd read all about its wonders in my travel books. I couldn't wait to check out its famous, fantastical floating island.
Huh. Ooh. What the heck are up with these knights? Holy cow, man. Like a parade of knights. A procession.
I could have sworn the parade of hopeful knights was scheduled for the next day. I should have been with them, marching with triumph. It seemed my first few minutes in Daventry were off to a terrible start.
Oh.
So, how did you catch up with them?
That odd horn seemed to be missing some sort of mouthpiece. Strange tracks blazed a trail through the forest.
Huh. They look like carriage tracks. No, it's not gonna let me look at it. Cool.
I wondered what those birds needed a toolbox for.
Well,
Shame. The only tool left seemed to be a small hatchet. And no, Gwendolyn, before you start asking me thousands of questions about that hatchet, I did not go around using it on everything. That wheel seemed freshly broken.
Stand back, you dirty thieves! Wah! Oh, it's just a boy. Don't know where he's from, but it must be hard to pronounce. You know, you should never sneak up on a guy in a dangerous place like... Oh! What's wrong with your foot? Probably stepped on a spiniferous thornweed. Don't worry, I got just the fix for that. Tell me, is it more of a... Ow! Or a... Oh! Either way, the Merchant of Miracles has got you covered. But it'll cost you. I've risked my neck to forage the most rare, miraculous, mysterious, and oftentimes delicious ingredients. Ah, here it is. I massage this into my skin twice a day, and just look at my little biscuits. Well, now that I've mulled it over, you'd better not. It might stunt your growth. Ooh, such exquisite material.
Hey,
I knew you weren't from around here. Well, you best get going. Nobody likes a late night. Oh, wait, you're stuck here with me. Every bridge in is out, and my shortcut had a few shortcomings. I swear that rock leaped straight out of the water. Now I'm stuck here with no wheel, a lost toolbox, and Mr. Fancy Cakes. Say, I'll bet a fine, strapping young man like you could help me fix up this wheel. Yup, you help me fix my chariot, and I'll give you a lift to the tournament. Hopefully no one else notices your horrible lack of punctuality. Oh, how rude. Do you have any questions for me?
Could you repeat that?
Try to keep up, son. Bridge is out, failed shortcut, flying rock, wheel broke, be a strapping lad, get tools, fix wagon, get a lift to the tournament.
Cool.
Just a little oop here, a little elbow grease there, and
Perhaps there was a wheel on the other side of that river. Too bad I couldn't swim.
How did you get across that river?
Well, by being clever and paying.
Ooh, I'm a rock. No, I'm not.
That missing wheel had me stumped. I had to go out on a limb to get past the root of the problem.
Grandpa, your infamous puns are not my favorite.
I had to go out on a limb.
You don't like the timbre of my voice? You'll warm up to the puns.
These are terrible.
Timbre of my voice. You'll warm up to the puns.
Here, kitty, kitty. Not a kitty, not a kitty!
Alright, well, I don't have anything to deal with that.
No wheels in there.
I did see a broken wheel back from where it came from, but it's broken. It looks like there were some slash marks. Oh, that can't be good.